Hi, and welcome to the screencast MindMeister. My name is Ryan Longley, and I am doing this for my St. Mary's Education class 534. For the next 20 minutes, I'll be showing you how to use the web tool MindMeister and how classrooms can use it to create graphic representations and concept maps in a flexible and two-dimensional platform. Before I start right away, I just want to give you guys a quick tutorial on kind of what MindMeister is all about before I show you how to use it. So this is a video that was on YouTube, and the links are provided if you would like to go see it later.
Let's say you're planning a project with others. It can be a family trip, group assignment at school, or a business venture. You exchange tons of emails with ideas, notes, photos, files, and links, but when it's time to make it happen, you can't find a thing. Now, let's say you're planning it with MindMeister, the super intuitive app that uses mind mapping science to turn ideas into action. With MindMeister, you get an overview of the entire project, allowing you to focus on what's really important. So when you share your mind map, all collaborators can easily give their input and brainstorm together in real time. But MindMeister isn't just for planning projects. It's a great way to spark creativity, structure your thoughts, study and memorize, build presentations, and even to visualize and solve complex problems. So try our live demo today and see how MindMeister can bring your life into focus.
Alright, so that was a video on MindMeister. Now I just kind of want to show you typically what you would use when you were to make a bubble map. So the old school way, I'm going to use this sketch pad, which is found on the internet. Let's just say we wanted to make a bubble map on the scientific method. So I might use my pencil on a notepad or notebook paper, and I would probably draw out some circles like this. So maybe this was the pieces of the scientific method. So I would probably put my text in here, and the first part of the scientific method is trying to drag this one. The first part of the scientific method is the observation side. So maybe on here I would write about the observation. Alright, so there's my first bubble. I have the scientific method, and then I have the observation piece. And the second part of the scientific method is the hypothesis. So as you can see right here, I already have a problem. On your typical piece of paper, you're limited by 8.5 by 11 inches. So here, I'm already running out of room. So that could be a potential problem, just doing it your regular way, either on paper or on the whiteboard. So here I'd probably put my hypothesis, and move that here, and then I would do the other pieces, which would be the data collection and then the conclusion. If I wanted to add parts to each of these bubbles, I might do something where I might do some kind of dashes and then add in some text. So maybe observation, I would determine the problem. And I would somehow be able to squeeze that into the bubble I've already created, yet it's really hard if you're not using pencil to make sure that all your information fits inside these word bubbles. So as you can see, it's already a difficult operation when you're trying to create a word map when you're limited to such space and it's in a one-dimensional platform. Here, what I want to show you is how MindMeister can accomplish this and much more. So going back to this page, I'm going to show you MindMeister and what it can do. Alright, so I'm already logged into MindMeister. I will show you how to log in at a later point in this video. one that I've already created is actually showing you the scientific method. So here it is. I'm going to close this. Actually, I'll show you the slideshow for a little bit. All right, so this is the scientific method. I'm just going to back it up just a little bit. All right, so this is something that I've already pre-created. As you can see, it's a lot more colorful. I am able to create sibling branches that come off each of these bubbles. And I'm also able to add a lot of information, but still keep it in a neat, clean way. Again, too, I'm not limited to the space. As you can see, MindMeister, I just dragged my concept map way in the corner, and still I have plenty of space to work around. So space is not an issue when creating a concept map. Here I have the observations. These are the bubbles that I created. And then each of the branches that come off are the sibling branches. And you too can create, they're called child branches, and I'll show you the different ones. Here I was able to write basically what an observation would be, so I'll give a basis. I was also able to give an example. This one's a pretty standard mind map that I created. You can also add, as you can see on this plane over here, you can also add images. So maybe I want to add an image with hypothesis. Maybe it was something that I was predicting about the density of certain materials, and I want to show a picture of the materials that I used so that someone that was looking at my scientific method map, they could actually see what I was using in my experiment. Another thing you can use is the emojis. They already have pre-made emojis, so let's just say in this piece, I want you to make an educated guess. So I would drag this over here. Oh, I guess it's not working. Okay, so I added the image right here. I added the book under scientific method. So these are just different ways you can improve your concept map and make it more interactive. You can also add URLs or links over right here. Let's just say you want to show a video in yours and you want the person to be able to click on the link right away. You could do that. Another piece of MindMeister that is cool is the toggling method. So let's just say you want to work on different ones. You can click on here. I'm not sure why it's not letting me, but right on here, and then you can flip back and forth through your different maps that you created. So at this point, I showed you, oh, here, I can actually show you the first mind map that I created. Here is one that kind of comes with you creating your first profile on MindMeister. So here kind of just shows a little bit more. So here's like the central part, the typical of a concept map bubble. Here they list the different like mind map training. So these are the sibling branches is what they call them. And then these side ones, these are called the child idea. So if we look over here and show you a little bit closer look. So here they show getting started. MindMeister is a really easy and user-friendly way, because when you're creating these, you don't have to hit like the plus or like add this or whatever. All you have to do is hit enter. So let's just say you're on the getting started. You just hit enter to create a sibling idea. You can add icons here. So here they added the green arrows to show. So this is a sibling idea. If you wanted a child idea, so an extension of the sibling idea, you would hit tab. Again, you can use icons to decorate your map, make it much more colorful than your typical one that we created on this one. So going back to here, oh, there it is. Going back to here, you can also see how they have the double branch here. You can add tasks or files. So maybe you're sharing this with colleagues and you want them to access a certain form. You can add the URL here. It also shows the dates too, so if you wanted them to do it by a certain time, you can have that as well. So you can change the font, the sizing, the color. It's really a number of endless ways that you can, unlimited ways that you can like play around with this. It's actually really cool. Um, at this point, I'm going to stop right here, and then you can continue to part 2 on how to access MindMeister. Thank you for watching.